Good evening, my Rosalynds and Rosikins. Mother is back, and in this video, I want to talk about how you're like really pretty and you're like really the shit. Okay? So, this video, I just want to remind you that you are that girl, you are that bitch, you are everything that you knew you always were and will forever be, and will even outdo your own self. Okay? Your current ceiling is going to be the damn floor, okay? Because you're going to even transcend that shit, okay? And so, Mother wants to tell you this because I've just really been thinking about myself, my life, my journey, where I'm going, where I've come from, things I've battled before in my past, things I've won, generational curses that I've broken, generational curses that I'm currently breaking, and then even generational curses that I will break in the future. I'm thinking about my life, what type of life I want to have for myself, what type of people I want to be around, what type of woman I really want to be, um, what type of career or entrepreneurship I want, things like that. And one thing I know about us pretty girls is that my Rosalynds, we always first envision our future, then we go get that shit. I don't know if it's just something that comes with being pretty, but I also realized that pretty girls, we're able to manifest, okay? We're able to manifest what we want in life. We're able to speak things into existence. And I believe that it's just a different life that a pretty girl lives versus an ugly or unattractive woman or an average woman. It's a different life that we live. It's a different type of magic that we have because we have favor. Okay, I always tell you this. Our beauty is a sign of our favor from Yahweh. I don't care what no one says. To be a woman and to be beautiful is a blessing. It's like being a man and having wealth. Like that's favor for him. Yes, we both put in hard work. So like wealthy men, they put in the hard work to get their wealth. Beautiful women, we put in the hard work to get our beauty and keep it. You know what I'm saying? So like we all, put in our work to have the lifestyles we want. That's not what I'm saying that we don't do. I'm not saying it was just handed to us, but what I'm saying is that it is always open for us to choose to have those things, right? So, like, if you're born with beauty, you're favored by Yah. You have the choice to use that beauty to get what you want. Just like if a man is born with the ability to create wealth, he's able to use that wealth to get what he wants. Whether that's a beautiful woman on his arm, a bit, notoriety, etc., helping his family, helping others come up. You know what I'm saying, by establishing certain businesses. The point that I'm making though is that pretty girls, we have a whole different lifestyle compared to the average person, or in this case average woman, but average person in general, because things that we get away with others don't get away with, you know things that we want and desire others don't get. Things that we say are like a flaw of ours is actually a privileged plight. I was talking to other exoticals and I was saying how when you're pretty you're never truly destitute. You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. You always have a way out because your beauty makes a way for you, right? Your beauty will always make a way for you. And I want you to know this because sometimes I feel that we forget as pretty women just how powerful our beauty is. Sometimes we forget because all we have to do is exist, and any problem we have or inconvenience, someone will save us or try to. Literally, like people become Captain Save a Ho quick as fuck for us because they find us beautiful to look at and they want to make our problems go away. As you guys know right now, Mother still doesn't have a car. And when I'm walking, I walk too because it's good for me to keep moving. Like things like stores and stuff I need to go to, it's kind of like a walkable distance. Some are not. So then, I ask for help. But usually when I'm just walking leisurely or going to the store, like I always have someone trying to ask me, do I need a ride? Right? And I realized that even in my worst, like states that I've ever been in on my own as a grown woman where I felt like overburdened by life in general, trying to figure my shit out, there's always someone that offers to help me, whether it's a man or a woman. You know, they always offer to help. And I used to think that it was because of y'all's favor, which it is. But also, it's not just y'all's favor, as in like the magicalness of it, the divinity of it. It's also the beauty of it. You know, he blessed me with his beauty, which is also part of his favor on my life. Um, with beauty, which is also, yeah, part of his favor on my life, which translates to people looking on me favorably and wanting to make me smile, make my life easier, take care of me, be in a relationship with me, be friends with me, etc., learn from me, etc., want better for me, you know? Like those are some of the blessings that come with beauty. I've also been just thinking about how being beautiful really is a job. It's a job, okay? Because I'm also realizing that I'm taking my beauty to the next level. And as I'm taking my beauty to the next level, it requires hella discipline, hella determination, hella cutthroatery. Like, I gotta be pretty gutta. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty gutta. Like, I think I'm like the stallion in her Bigger in Texas music video when she was sitting on the car and it was driving and she had her grills in and her scarf and her hat, type of pretty gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be a pretty gangster. Okay, let me not. No, let me start. Anyway, so I gotta be a pretty gangster because I realized that where y'all's taking me, where I'm going, and what I really want, it requires a different version of mother. And it's making the habit of always prioritizing your beauty as not an if, but this is what I need to do. So, you know, it's like pretty girls. A lot of us could coast by with lower maintenancing things because we're naturally beautiful. But what I realized is that if you want to enhance your beauty, that's why I say people say, oh, she's not pretty. They say, oh, you're not ugly, you're just poor. No, pretty girls are pretty even when we're poor. So transitioning from the mindset of a poor pretty girl to becoming a wealthier pretty girl is really different. And it requires you to also look the part, not just like naturally, but also with extra time, dedication, resources, enhancements, etc. Like for me, I'm the type to like do it yourself with my nails. And I'm pretty sure I'll still be doing that because, hey, I'm not about to look down on anything because anything that makes me feel beautifuler and look beautifuler, I'm in for it, whether it costs me $1 or 100. You know what I'm saying? But me realizing that, hey, I actually do kind of sometimes like acrylics. I do like a nice French manicure and shit. Like, I like doing things like that. Oh, I want to get into looking at eyebrow microblading. I want to see what that's about. Oh, maybe in the future I can do like a Pilates class or something. Or okay, well, I want to like start wearing like shorter skirts and like longer boots or heels. Like maybe I should start like investing in that. I want to start corseting to get my waist snatcher than it is. Snatcher. I want to do more intermittent fasting. I want to prioritize actually cooking at home and not going out at all. You know what I'm saying? I want to look at different supplements that will enhance my beauty. Like, I'm just starting to really see how much time and dedication I need to have for me because that's going to help me mentally, physically, spiritually, and even financially, because as you know, when you are beautiful, that's your wealth as a woman, and it draws people that want to pour into you, which enhances your wealth over time because you got different opportunities that can make you more money. So I guess for me, it's realizing that I have to be even more strategic with what I put my time into, what I'm cultivating, the type of beauty I'm going for, and my style, even my language. Like, I'm going to be learning how not to curse so much. I feel like the military really did me in with that because I was not cursing like this until I joined. I promise you. My Rosalind's mother was not a potty mouth like this. She wasn't. But being in a male dominated industry like this, all they do is curse. They don't give a fuck. See, that's what I'm talking about. They don't care. But I'm a lady, so I need to start acting more like it and learning how to clean up my vocabulary because I'm very intelligent. I don't need to curse, but I feel passionate about something, so I start cursing. But I should be able to feel passionate at times and not curse. So I'm gonna try to like not curse as much. Baby steps. So yeah, like I want you to know that you deserve everything that you've always wanted. You're not crazy. You're not insane. You're not loco mi coco, okay? You're just a pretty girl that y'all placed a dream inside of and remembrance inside of. I'm starting to really think that when we keep longing for something, whether it's wealth, a healthier body, skinnier body, a good relationship, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that we long for, it's because we're destined for that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have had that longing since you were a little girl inside of you for that thing or those things if it wasn't meant for you as a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like for me, the irony is that everything I've ever wanted, I always get. Everything people try to laugh at me about or might doubt me in, I always achieve. And when it comes down to beauty, health, wealth, that should not be any different for any of my Rosalynds because Mother knows that to cultivate those three things specifically, it takes a lot out of you, but you wouldn't have this burning urge to level up and glow up in all those categories if you were not capable. And you know what else I realized? And you could try this yourself. Think about what you really really want. Think about what you want. Think about what you want. Pray about what you want. Pray about what you want. If you're spiritual like me, do a spell. Do a spell. And by spell, I mean like light a candle, write down like your future like scripting. So you write as if you're already in that reality. Let's say that you want like a Mercedes. You'd be like, I thank y'all, for the Mercedes I have or whomever you want to pray to. For me, I also thank Oshun for the Mercedes that I have. It's really pretty, it's pink, etc., etc. Now, mother doesn't really want a Mercedes. I want a different type of car, but I'm just saying a random one that people know what it is for the most part that someone could pray for. And you light a candle, you fold the paper, and you let the candle burn out as the paper is underneath the candle. And that's one way to do it, or you can just script where you just write your reality. You know what I'm saying? Without the candles and all that, if you're not really spiritual like that or scared. Because I know some of my Roslins are scary, scary. Baby girl, don't be afraid of your magic. Mother knows how that feels. I know. I've been scary too. But I had to realize, hey, this is me creating my reality spiritually. Fuck, that's not scary. That's just the life that I want. It's not evil either. Christians do it all the time when y'all be praying. Just saying. So I'm just saying, like, no matter what you practice, as long as you're not harming somebody, use that magic, use that spirituality, use that religion, use the things that you have faith in to cultivate the life you want, basically, is what I'm saying. And so do that, and I promise you, it's like the universe will start sending you all the signs that point to that thing you want. For example, me, like what, 5 years ago, I really wanted to be wealthy and debt free. I was determined 5 to 6 years ago. And it's like things started getting sent in my life for opportunities, for like getting extra jobs. For me, the military was a great one for me. And the ability to stack up my money, stack up, what I make and to be more financially responsible. Like so many things kept happening to me to put me in a position, giving me the opportunity to make money to pay up my student loans, to make money to invest, to save. So I realized that when I keep sticking with what I really want throughout the years, like I don't falter. I want to be debt free. I'm going to be debt free. I was determined and I did it, by 25. You can check out my video on my channel. It's underneath the Mother I'm a Rich Man series. And, that was a big deal for me because I didn't know how I was going to pay off my student loans. I just know I needed to the point where I was desperate enough at one point when I first started paying them off, to trust a whole scammer by accident, at 21. So my thing is just like, you will be surprised. You will be surprised what you will accomplish when you write down that vision and make it plain as a pretty girl, as a beauty destined woman. It just hits different. I don't care what no one says. A beauty destined woman, she is able to have the ear to everyone. If she plays her cards right, that is influential in her becoming what she wants. Like, I think of Esther. I think I'll make a separate video going more into that. How her beauty was able to get her chosen by the king because she was so freaking beautiful. And later on down the line, she was able to use her beauty to influence him to not kill her people. Now, that's a big deal. On behalf of your whole entire people, your race, your ethnicity, whatever, I would say ethnicity more so, you're able to, tell your husband, the king of this kingdom, please, baby, don't kill like my people. They want to hurt my people. And your husband's like, sit down and look pretty, girl. Like, I'm about to handle this type of energy. And he has all the authority, all the wealth, all the power to do so. See, that's the type of energy I'm on. Mother's on that type of energy with my beauty. I don't have time. I want my beauty to go before me. I want my beauty to crown me and whoever man or husband I end up with. I want a man that actually knows how to handle shit and will handle shit without a blink of an eye because he's just that king. Okay? Get your life. That's me though. Like I was looking at my not comments, but my polls that I put on my community tab or posts. And most of you want to be child free but partnered up, but no marriage. And that's fine. Mother wants to be child free with marriage, but also have my own, like I said, wealthy on my own, in my own right, with my own like contributions to myself and my own wealth. Not contributions to no damn bills. That's not where I was going. I'm not contributing anything. I just want to take. I don't know. That's how I am. I want a man that loves to give. That's me. As pretty women, we give in different categories. Okay. Wealth is not one of them when it comes down to a man. Okay. We don't be giving our, no, we don't pay bills. Okay. We don't do that. We don't do that. We get taken care of and we bless you with our presence and you look even richer because you got us on your arm. Let's go there. So that's how we think as beautiful women. We are assets just by existing. Okay. We level you up. Well, Beyonce say upgrade you. Okay, she upgraded Jay-Z, who's a billionaire. Well, actually, two-time billionaire because he's worth like 2 billion. So that's my point, though. My point is that they were both great separate, and Beyonce would have been a powerhouse regardless, But she, on Jay-Z's arm, made him legit, and I feel that heavy. Pretty women, beauty destined women, favored women by y'all. When we're on the arm of a king, oh yeah, we up his stats even further. He a king. He running shit. What Meg say? Meg say she said she make a boss ninja feel like he the hell. Okay, on her song "Spin" with Victoria Monet. For real though, for real. Like we just hit different. You know what I'm saying? And I love that for us. I love that for pretty girls. I love that for my Rosalynds because we know we give you life is what I'm saying. Pretty girls, we give people life, especially men, okay, especially powerful men. We give you life because what did Beyonce say? I hear you be the block but I'm the lights that keep the streets on. Like, I'm telling you, listen to the song Upgrade You by Beyonce again. Listen to it. Although she did say that she would cop the bill too, we're gonna skip over that part. Oh, listen to it. That's all I'm saying. I love Beyonce. But listen to it. And listen to Meg, okay? Listen to Meg. Like, number one rule, bad bitches choose. Never let her chase you. Okay? Period. Like, I don't know. I would listen to these songs and they be giving me life because they have testimony. They my reality. I don't have the time anymore. And I say anymore because, it takes a pretty woman like mess ups with men, with women, with friends, with coworkers to finally understand, bitch, oh, sorry. I cursed again. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say it anyway. Bitch, you're not on their level. You just not. You're not down there with them. You at the top, honey. You're the Beyonce in your own life. You're the Meg in your own life. And that's my thing though, because what I also realized is that a lot of times us pretty girls feel like we ain't the shit because everybody and our mama will want to remind us of mistakes we've made. They want to remind us of how, oh, you were less cute in the past. Yeah, bitch, I was. And I got my shit together now. I'm even more gorgeous. What's good? Or they want to remind you that, oh, you used to be bigger, you used to be this, you weren't as wealthy, or you didn't have this, or your hair wasn't as long as this. They want to do anything and say anything to humble you. Oh, you used to date certain types of men. Oh, you remember like where you came from. Oh, you were adopted. Oh, you're from this. Oh, your parents ain't this. And, they want to use anything they can to humble you because they know that life will not humble you. I said what I said. When you're a beauty destined woman, life doesn't humble you. I feel like if anything Yah does, where he helps you to understand. For me personally, I'm I'm not humbled by life in the sense of, oh, life is out to get me. I feel like with pretty girls we're taught by life. That's what I'm gonna say. We're not humbled, we're taught. Because we have every right to feel like we that girl, because we just are. So by default, it's not humbling because we're not delusional. We're actually understanding just how powerful we are as pretty women. But instead, life teaches us things so that we don't, squander the blessing of our beauty. So, example, if you've dealt with men that, were kind of dusty before, you learn, hey, I'm too pretty for this man. And then you say, I need to go with a man that could do something for me. And then that's when you level up and you don't entertain certain types of men anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the lesson, and therefore your beauty isn't wasted on a bum. It's praised by a man of means, a wealthy man, a man that could do something for you. And even with friendships, I'm over here losing weight, focusing on my, skincare, hair care, health, all that stuff. And, you might have had a friend that wasn't on that same level. Like, she was okay with being mediocre and not bettering herself in any aspect. And so you realize, hey, if I keep hanging around with her, she's going to drain me, resent me, probably throw acid in my face eventually, or get me jumped or get me assaulted, like sexually, you know what I'm saying? Or set me up to get hurt by some men because she's jealous and envious. So I should go deal with women that look like me. And by look like me, I mean like they're pretty, they're skinny, and they're on the wealth journey as well. They're leveling up, period. Like, that's the type of like lesson that you learn in life. Okay, so that you don't end up getting injured or hurt because you're a beautiful girl hanging around ugly women. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these are examples I'm saying about life, like teaching you things. And I don't want you to ever feel that your beauty is a curse. Sometimes it does feel that way. And a lot of pretty girls won't say that. But sometimes it feels that way, that my beauty is a curse. Because for me, I feel like I'm under a microscope all the time. Like, I'm not legit, right? Like, my face isn't really my face. Hashtag body dysmorphia, etc., etc. Like, you over fertilize, like you over critique yourself to the point that you psych yourself out with the power you hold because of your beauty. You start taking it for granted, or you just neglect it altogether because you're afraid. You're afraid to be what you've always been meant to be, a powerful, beautiful woman in every aspect of the word. And so then you start sabotaging. You start not finding the beauty in yourself, finding beauty in other beautiful women. Because, like I said before, we all have different beauty types, right? Some of us can hit different beauty type categories. Some of us are just stagnant in one. It just depends on what you want to do with your beauty. Do you want to evolve it? Do you want it to stay the same? What do you want? You know? So, yeah. But you should never, ever believe that. You shouldn't believe that. You should not believe the negative things about your beauty because it's not true. Beauty is a blessing. I'm tired of people trying to villainize a beautiful woman or beauty in general. I'm tired of people that will never walk a day in our shoes trying to tell us, oh, you good or you ain't good looking. Fuck. Oh, there I go again. But fuck you if you feel that way. Sorry. No, seriously though, fuck you. Because How are you going to tell me what it is to be beautiful when you're not even beautiful? That's one. Two, how are you going to tell me what it is to walk in my own shoes, my own journey, my own self actualization of the power I hold because of my beauty? How are you going to do this when you're not even in the same category? How can you compete when you can never compare? I'm tired of women, even like the filter thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is so random, I know. But you know how, like, on TikTok and YouTube, people use filters and women try to scrutinize? Like, some women, even with a filter, they still look not pretty. And then you have women with the filter that look gorgeous, but they were pretty even without the filter. That's the gag. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then people try to say, oh, she's not pretty. It's just a filter. Well, that be the case. Like when they say, oh, she's not pretty. It's just the makeup. Well, take the makeup off and let's see who still looks better. Put the makeup on. Let's see who still looks better because makeup enhances what you already look like. You could clear your skin through different like facials and stuff. You could get rid of your dark marks over time. You know what I'm saying? You could do like some type of like eyebrow growth serum and stuff if your eyebrows be struggling sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You could do all that and you'll look like the filter, right? You could lose the weight and your face will be more angular. You have like a beautiful facial structure peeking through because it's not fat layered on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing though. This is my thing. With and without filters, a pretty woman's a pretty woman, period. And people who don't have beauty or that know that they're not on the same level of beauty as you know what I'm saying? They will try to humble you. And I, again, am always going to be here to remind you, my Rosalynds, that you ain't gotta be humble for shit. Okay? If you look like Carissa Shields, you need to be humble. But if you look like you're fine. Anyway, I'm ready as hell. I'm so serious. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the delusion. I'm tired of us gaslighting ourselves out of our beauty. Because the world tries to tell us, and by the world, I mean people that ain't even touching us with a 10-foot pole in regards to beauty, try to tell us that we ain't that when we are. Like, I be underneath certain comments of other beautiful celebrity women that I find gorgeous, like Beyonce. And people be trying to humble her, like, oh, I'm tired of her. She can't sing. Ugh. She's not all that. Yes, she is all that, bitch. Get your life together. And yes, I cursed again. I'm sorry. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, I guess for me too, on my level up journey, when I start to really, really think about the mindset I'm having now, and I start looking at women like Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, Sierra, etc., Rihanna, like, I start really thinking and understanding what the fuck they gotta go through. Sorry again. What they gotta go through to be the women they are. You know what I'm saying? And even random girls on like TikTok that are pretty as hell. Like, real recognize real, beauty recognize beauty. And it's like, damn, like, I understand. I'm getting it now. I'm getting it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, to unlock another level of beauty, even though you're already born with beauty, over time you keep unlocking and elevating your beauty over time more and more. You really got to really change your mindset. And it's just like, dang, the only thing stopping me from the next level is my mindset. That's it. Because once you change your mind, everything else follows. Your habits change, your purpose change, everything changes. And so it's like understanding, like, okay, I'm a pretty girl. I want to be gorgeous. I want to enhance myself. I want to enhance my finances. I want to enhance my health. I want to enhance my self esteem. I want to enhance my self love. Like, all these things, I want to enhance the type of man that I could get. I want to enhance the type of career I could get. I want to enhance the type of woman I am in general, my values, my character. Like, once you realize that you really have everything it takes to be that it girl in your life, you realize, like, damn, I was really playing myself, wasn't I? Like, you start realizing, like, oh, that's why so and so hate me. That's why Christina, the ugly manager, hates me. That's why my sister can't stand me. That's why my auntie say slick shit. Because I'm not a single mother like them. That's why, I had to be raised at a certain and like type of family versus like my birth family. That's why, like, y'all allowed me to be adopted for this, a reason. That's why I'm able to cut people off, because what's destined for me is always fighting to come to me because it's mine. And part of that is just me changing my mindset and manifesting the reality that I want and following suit with my actions, you know? And so I always will tell you, my Roslins, I always will tell you that you are the prettiest thing popping. You are that girl. You know Little Mama's song Lip Gloss? You the girl in the freaking music video popping that lip gloss. That's how great you are. And shout out to shout out to all my Roslins that understand the reference. My lip gloss be popping. My lip gloss be cool. Hey! Okay, you the Megan Good of Stump the Yard. Let's go there. Okay? You the Beyonce and upgrade you. Hey, you the Beyonce in your life. Let's go there. You Meg the stallion of your life, okay? You over here loving up your man and everything. And by loving up your man, I mean, switching him out for what you really want, what you deserve, honey. She said she gonna do it again and again and again. I feel like I'm the baddest right now. Baddest job right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you're that girl, okay? Okay, you know Tyler's song Push to Start? You the Tyler the music video, wanting them hips skinny and pretty and like type of energy, you know what I'm saying? Type of life, type of destiny. Child. Okay, you the blue ivy in the making, honey. Okay. You're gonna learn how to be that elite, right? You're learning from the divine feminine herself, okay? And you gotta remind yourself that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you are pretty, the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. And don't let you be young looking on top of that. I can't tell you how many times I get told that I'm like look like I'm in my early 20s. I look younger than my actual age. I can't believe I'm like 26. You know what I'm saying? I think that's interesting. And oh my God, how could I ever forget this aspect of being the pretty girl? And you're an exotical? You're an exotical on top of it? Girl, stop playing. Anyway, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. You have the gifts of beauty and ambiguity to go along with your beauty, which means that you can be different types of versions of pretty. Like for me, I get told I look East African. I get told I look Dominican. I get told I look Caribbean, West Indian, African American for some people as well. And I think that's so interesting because I am West Indian and African American. But the point is that my beauty has fluidity, where some people even think I'm Afro Latino. My thing is what I'm trying to say. Mother is saying this. You were blessed with beauty, but your beauty also can portray different types of aesthetics and different types of ethnicities and our cultures within an ethnicity because of how you look. Like that's like a triple threat in regards to beauty. And on top of that, you have a youthfulness to your spirit, to your energy, to your beauty. So you're pretty, young looking, and you have ambiguity with your beauty. So you can be different types of pretty and it be valid. And you can look you from different places around the world and it be valid. Like, I don't know, like that is powerful. Think about it. Think about it. Like, not only are you that girl, you could be that universal girl, that multicultural girl. Like, you can do it all. Why do you think people like Meg Thee Stallion, Beyonce, Sierra, etc., they're able to touch Michael Jackson even? I don't know why I think of Michael Jackson. I'm thinking Michael Jackson because they got a movie coming out in April next year. I'm so excited. His nephew's playing him in a biopic and I don't know. Michael Jackson is the king of pop. He's a legend. He's the legend. He's the superstar. And for me, Beyonce is my Michael Jackson. Like the female version. So you got Michael Jackson, then you have the female version. Michael Jackson would be Beyonce. And it's just like, whoa. Like, why do you think these legends, Whitney Houston, you know what I'm saying? These beautiful, gorgeous legends, male and females, were able to have cultural appeal because they have a multicultural beauty to them. You know what I'm saying? They have a multicultural beauty. And therefore, they reach different masses. Different people want to support them because they see themselves in their likeness to some degree, extent. You know what I'm saying? And you also have a foot in, Black community as an exotical. Like, no one's touching you. Because like I switch on my channel, black is beautiful. Blackness is excellence to me. I don't care what no one says. I'm proud to be a black woman. That's not my issue. My issue is the degeneracy that people try to, pair with blackness and say that they can't be without one another. Because like ghetto does not equal black. That's why I talked about classism. It's not racism, it's classism. I don't care what color you are. If you're ghetto, I don't want to be around you. Period. So like my thing is just like when you really start to grasp the social power, the spiritual power, the beauty power, the financial power and ability to cultivate wealth for yourself just by being you, just by existing. Like you really understand, like, damn, I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck, as Cardi B says. And like, I'ma run in this town tonight, like Rihanna says, eh, eh, I'm running this town tonight. Cause I am, period. And you make people howl at the moon like Claudine Wolf. Like, I don't know, like you just really start to see like, oh shit, like I really am her. Like it's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just like, damn. I really did make it in life, didn't I? Like type of energy. I know. And if you're listening to this, my Rosalynds, I hope that you're giggling and smiling and laughing throughout this whole video and really understanding just how powerful you are, because you are a pretty ass woman. I need you to understand. Understand. Okay, cool. Like, seriously though. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I want to say something else though. Something else. Shout out to all of my Rosalinds who are putting in the work at the gym, in the kitchen, at work, through your entrepreneurship, through your content creation, through whatever you do to make money and to live a soft life to the best of your ability. Whether you're a mother, child free, whomever, whether you're married, single, whatever, or dating, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, because I know it's not easy to be that girl. From one girl to another girl, that's that girl. It's not easy. It's hard. It's so hard, but it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding. Our beauty is so rewarding because of just how soft life can really be once you tap into who the fuck you are. Okay? And so I want you to know that no matter what privileged place we face, no matter what cons there is to being pretty, our pretty privilege will always outshine it all. Our beauty destinies will always outshine it all. Our luxuries we get just from our face alone, face card eating for days, will still outshine it all. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? We can't be the bigger person. Why? Because we're the skinny legend, period. Okay? And keep your money. I got my own. Okay? Type of energy. Because we're building ourselves a wealthy empire based on our beauty, right? Based on our talents, based on our voices, for those of us who are anonymous with content creation as well. Like, I'm trying to tell you, we're unstoppable. We're just different. We're just different. We're just different. And, once you realize that you're part of the pretty girl army, honey, okay, Rosalind Incorporated, okay, once you realize that you actually are who you think you are, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to live it up. You're going to be happy. You're going to be pretty, skinny, and wealthy. You're going to be getting your way. All you got to do is make a little pouty lip and you get your fucking way, okay? That's what we do here, okay? Us Rosalynds, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Roslyn, you get your way. I don't care what no one says. You get your way. It's just what we do. It's just what we do. It's just what we do. And I just want you to know that I know this year has not been easy for us, right? I know next year sure as hell won't be easy for anybody. But what I am saying is that your life is still soft even in a hard world. You are still pretty in an ugly world. You are still wealthy in an impoverished society, right? You are still healthy in a gluttonous system. You are still beautiful in a hideous, hideous world. And therefore, that means something. So please don't let anyone, not even yourself, trick you out of your position and your destiny because it ain't going nowhere. You can delay it. I always say this: your destiny is not stopped, it's not ended, it's delayed. If anything, you can delay it by psyching yourself out. Please don't. Own up to the fact that you're a privileged woman in society who's going to always get her way and live life as though you know this because you should. And when I'm talking to you all, I'm also talking to myself because mothers, like, again, I'm telling you, the way that my spirit has been moving, the way that my mindset is starting to shift, it's just a different world. A different world you realize you live in when you own up to your privilege. So own up to it. And make sure to follow the exotical channels. Okay? Because what I've realized is that the more of us that rise up in our exoticalness and in our pretty privilege, the more we empower one another. No matter what skin shade, no matter what, racial mix, or, if you're monoracial or racially mixed, whatever they might be, multicultural, monocultural, whatever, no matter what age, you know what I'm saying? If you're an exotical and you have a voice and you share it, that's empowering. That's empowering. And we need to make sure that we conduct ourselves around other pretty privileged women or women that are on their globe journey, that are pretty, but they want to enhance themselves even further. Because it's important to do that, And most importantly, too, is to make sure that woman knows that she's also beautiful. When you're befriend women with a like mindset. You know, if you're a pretty girl that, you know, is someone that believes that she doesn't want to sell her body with her beauty, then I would say try not to befriend women that sell their body with their beauty because they want to come up off their sexual power because they're pretty. If you want to come up off your intellectual power because you're pretty instead of your sexual power, those two different mindsets, two different ways of living, right? So that's why I say, like, understand other voices of beautiful exoticals, but make sure that in your personal life that you have like-minded women with you along the journey. That way there's no confrontation about different beliefs in certain things and how you want to move with your beauty, because we should not be policing anybody's, beauty and how they move with it, because it's to each their own. um, but sometimes, again, we think because you're a pretty girl that every pretty girl is an ally in the sense of we'll get along just fine, when that's not always the case, depending on where they are in their beauty journey and what they really want to live life for. And so, please, please, please be safe. Know that you are the ish. You just are. You're not even the ish. You're the diamond, honey. You said, bitch, on this shit, you're not even a fart. It's Ice Spice. This is what I'm talking about. Oh my god, all these different lyrics keep coming to me as I'm talking to you all, because it makes sense. It just makes sense. Okay, it just makes sense. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless, ladies. Tell them I look so good tonight. Goddamn, say I look so good tonight. Hey, Beyonce Flawless, check it out. If you a baddie, you already know. You already know it's an OG. That's a national anthem for baddies. Period. So yeah, as you can see, Mother's been on her music journey too. I'm telling you, like, when you want to level up, you need to start channeling that energy, channeling that mindset, channeling that music. If I'm over here wanting to have confidence in myself and not be down bad about some dude, I'm listening to Meg. I'm not listening to Mariah Carey. We belong together. Fuck that. No, we don't. We don't belong together. He a dusty. I'm a pretty. It don't add up. Let me go be a pretty with a wealthy. Amen. Amen. So that being said, no, I'm not about to be sitting here listening to Mariah the scientist talking about some, is it a crime or some shit like blue? What is it called? Something blue? Something Blue. Oh, I forgot her song. Although I love that song. And I love her. She's really cool. It's unfortunate she got back with that Dusty. But I love her. But that's my point though. My point is like, no, I'm gonna be listening to Beyonce's and her Sasha Fierce era. Okay. Before she got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? With Jay-Z in that situation. But then she rejuvenated that shit, used that shit to make Lemonade. So she transmuted her pain and made her Lemonade album. So I would listen to that after, if that was the case for me, if I did get cheated on, I would listen to Beyonce Lemonade album. But doesn't mean you gotta take your man back like she took Jay-Z back, because she just forgave him, and that's between them and the Lord. But my thing is that, you get what I'm saying? Like, understand the eras of the women that you want to be inspired by. And whichever era you find yourself in your life, try to go with their era. So I know, like, right now, Meg's in her Lover Girl era. So if I'm like Meg and I just got my man, I might listen to her song and be so proud and happy about it, Lover Girl, because I could relate. But if I'm not, and I'm like, fuck these men, I'm listening to Plan B. And that was like kind of around the time that she had got shot and injured, and she put that song out because people kept trying to invalidate her pain. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand the energy, the spiritual power you're pulling from when you're leveling up, and in what era you're trying to go with your own personal journey. Okay? There's a time for Nicki. There's a time for Doja. There's a time for Lotto. There's a time for another rapper like Glorilla. And sometimes they have like coinciding messages, so it's cool. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, whatever you wish to emulate in life, your mindset has to change. Because I'm never going to tell you to stay mediocre. I'm never going to tell you to humble yourself. I'm going to tell you to put yourself on a fucking pedestal and ride that shit out. Because you deserve it, and you are that girl. You are who you think you are. Period. There's no question about it. And so I need you to get in touch with the mindset of these women. Okay? Because let me tell you something. When I'm so proud to be born in the generation I'm born in, although sometimes it does disgust me because Gen Z really be wilding when I really think about it. Fuck that. But I love that we're able to see and learn lessons from women that are beautiful, talented, and wealthy, right? Yes, they have their faults because they're human, they're women. Just like we have our faults. The difference is that we're just not famous and not as wealthy as them. You know what I'm saying? Currently, or may never be. For some of us who might want more of a comfortable life, a private life. I want the private life, but with the wealth. That's me, personally. So that's what I'm saying. My thing is that the only difference is that we get to see their transformations, them evolving, etc. Ours is, hidden because a lot of people don't know about us personally. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, we're in one of the best eras as pretty girls to understand what it takes to cultivate your beauty to another level as a pretty girl, and what being a pretty girl encompasses. So I just want to say all that to say that I hope this video makes sense, and I hope I wasn't rambling because I do not have the time. But I really do love you, my Rosalynds. And I want you to know that you are that girl, and I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you because it does take courage. It takes courage to own up to everything you are, privileges and all, and say, whatever happens, happens. Like Esther said, if I perish, I perish, honey. And that's the mindset a pretty girl has to have. I'm going to own up to everything I am. I'm going to do what I need to do with my beauty and with what I find purpose in life. And it's that on that. No question. Okay. And with that, I'm just going to say ciao. I love you, my Rosalynds and Rosikins.